Good afternoon, my people. Thank you for coming back to another Tony Montana video. We are going to talk about mouth, how to work the mouth, how to make the dog's mouth better. And before we start, I want to make sure everyone that listens to this video understands not in just this video, but every video I make, all my videos are educational in nature. We do not condone any illegal activity, no matter what illegal activity you're thinking. No, we're not condoning it. We are law-abiding citizens. But you know, sometimes we have topics, same topics that would be any same topic that we would have discussed if we would have a Malinois, any a German Shepherd dog. Any dog or any working breed that uses or used to use the mouth. So it's just a conversation of basically like kind of like if it was a boxer, you know, even the power, punching power, speed, agility, you know. When you're talking about content related to the American Pitbull Terrier, not to promote, just simply to educate, to have this conversation going. Perhaps other channels will piggyback on this and either say I disagree and blah blah blah, or I agree but you forgot this and that. I'm not here to fight any other channel. I'm here to be a part of a great community of American Pitbull Terrier owners that are not looking to boost their ego with the animals. Because these are animals. We love them, still animals. We treat them as such. I treat them as such, but at the same time, doesn't mean that it's mistreating when we're talking about animal treatment. There's a level of respect, there's a level of commitment we all have to do with these animals. And you know, I just spent 3 days of freaking intensive training. It was literally from 8 in the morning to 6 p.m. You know, with like a half-hour lunch break, 10-minute break in the morning, 10-minute break in the afternoon, and after that, all about training, all this mental, and we used to do a lot of calculations, and it was all brand new to me. And no, it had nothing to do with my employment. This is just my way of looking for other sorts of income that can potentially free me, so I could do more personal things, free me from that rat race. You know, because some people say, oh, I'm a millionaire, but they're still working like blue-collar workers. I want to become wealthy enough, then I can stop all that. I have passive income, and I can enjoy life without worrying, without counting my money to see if I could do or buy something. I don't like that. So that's what we're working on. And at the same time, hopefully, it will trickle down to the animals, trickle down to my dogs. They will be better taken care of. I have more time and blah blah blah. But anyway, let's go back to the conversation. Let's go back to 1 second here. The mouth. Let's do one clarification on a lot of people believe that the spring pole, I repeat, the spring pole helps work the mouth. That will help the exercise the mouth, and that is not correct. That actually, you know, even though those are muscles that can help the mouth of a dog, it isn't helping the mouth directly. Remember, and again, I remind, we're just talking about, we're going to use references from the past, references from history. And obviously we know that in history, these dogs were used for dog-on-dog fighting. So we're going to have, I'm going to use references relevant to the breed, and obviously relevant to children here. One second here. But I'm waiting. I'm being more careful because of children. See, nothing. Not looking aggressive towards the kids and anything. But anyway, let me break it down with the spring pull. The spring pull mainly works the neck muscles. See, neck muscles, back muscles, if you call them this, back muscles, and the stomach muscles. It really depends on how the spring is working and how you set it up, but that is the main thing that it works. The mouth is just the thing that is holding. Bueno, caballero. Bien, bien, bien. Anyway, sorry, there was a guy there. I know. So so the mouth is like really like a man working out, grabs a dumbbell and starts curling. You know, if you don't know, you might think that, oh, that's working your hand because your hand is grabbing the dumbbell. But people that do know how to exercise know that the hand is just what's holding the dumbbell, and there's other muscles being worked. That's kind of how you have to think of the mouth. Because remember, the mouth for a dog is like hand for people. That's why I always tell people not to get too concerned when the person is, you know, mouthing you. Obviously, you need to stop that because it's not normal. And depending on how the dog is mouthing you, he might be mouthing you kind of like to give you love, or mouthing you to kind of show a little bit of dominance that could progress to a more intense, to a bite, or kind of like a nibble or a bite. So for the majority of people, you need to stop the dog from expressing care by holding you with their mouth. Come on. If they want to lick you, that's fine. That's a perfect way of showing you that they love you. But anyway, let's go back to so the spring pull. It really doesn't really work the mouth directly. However, because we got to put this. However, the dog, the dog is working other muscles. These other muscles, depending on the style of the dog, depending on the habit of the dog, may be useful indirectly. For example, come on, boy. For example, when well, I gotta go. I can't do it, guys. I can't do it. We love our Spanish girls. We love our Spanish women. Woo-wee. You know? Anyway. So, the same way, here you can grab, imagine the style of dog is like this. And again, reference to the past. Reference to the past, not to the present. A dog would normally grab, some dogs, not all of them, grab their prey, wherever they are grabbing, and shake. And shake. This shaking action is the other muscles that you use, that the dog exercised through spring pull and other things. Okay? But in that moment, still the dog is holding with his mouth, but doing more damage with the shake than his other dogs that don't shake. And I have to move because I don't know what kind of dog that is. Like a mastiff or some shit. Come on. And I'm not trying to deal with that shit. Sí, gracias. ¿Ah? ¿Qué tipo de perro? ¿Un pitbull? Pitbull. Pitbull. Okay. Okay, brother. Gracias, brother, gracias. Oh, yo no estoy no vendiendo perros. No vendo perros. Anyway, sorry, some dude that looks like he's intoxicated. I thought he was like something perro, ¿qué perro? Or what dog? Anyway, let's go back to what we're talking about. Let's do it. Let's not give this guy too much time. Anyway, let's continue. Like, so there's other dogs. There's one type of dogs that shake. So sprinkle work will help because it helps the other ones, but the damage is really not being done by the mouth. It's being done by the shake or the shaking while it's being held by the mouth. Then there's other dogs that don't shake. What they do is this: bite, 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 bite. Fine, and these dogs, the more effective dogs, aren't biting, aren't trying to look for or aim to bite with the front teeth, the flea biters. They're looking to bite with their freaking canines. Obviously not the canines, but Eve, come on. They're trying to look to bite with their molars, the back teeth, because those are the crunching teeth. So the dog that learns how to bite properly will try to either put as much as possible inside his mouth so that the back teeth are being used, and not as obviously the canine punctures and the back teeth crunch. Okay, so in order for you to have your dog's mouth being improved, first you have to understand that about 80% of the dog's mouth strength is natural. Same with like a person's punch. You know, like Mike Tyson. Let's bring another one from the history. If Mike Tyson had never laced a glove in his life, he still would have knocked people out. Fucking rat. But luckily, I did not want this dog to freaking bite at the rat. But anyway, strange that that rat is out there at this time. Must be very hungry. Must be like because it's like, I don't know what day, what time. It's like 4 o'clock or something, 4 p.m. Anyway, what was I saying? So I will explain the two types of biting of a dog. You know, right? I explained that there's a shaking dogs that do shake and that use all the parts of their other muscles to help the mouth. And then there's dogs that just bite, and the smarter dogs, the better dogs, try to use their back teeth. Let's see if he. Come on, leave it. Enough. Come on, boy. Enough. It's so a beagle, but I really don't like that. I prefer the dog to be calm when he sees a dog that isn't aggressive. That's my ideal dog. This is not an ideal in that matter. He has a lot of great qualities, but if I keep producing dogs, I'm aiming for a dog that is balanced enough, intelligent enough to say, yo, that the other dog isn't trying to deal with me, isn't looking to start something with me. Let me just let it be. But if that dog is like barking at my dog, I'm okay with my dog answering back, because usually they kind of insulting, kind of like saying, hey, the other dog is like, hey, come over here, you punk. I'll kill you, I'll destroy you if you get here. So I let my dog say, why don't you come over here, bro? I'll take care of your problem right now. So I'd be like, but other than that, I'd rather have a quiet dog. Ya, lo suelto. No. I got dog. I got the. Sí, Sí. Tranquilo. Él no quiere nada de problema. Sí, yo también, pero ahí vamos. Los dos nos estamos muriendo de sed, pero ya vamos para casa. Anyways, I was just joking. Sorry about that. I was joking with people around. They had. I don't know if you were able to see that there was like a stuffed dog on there. I had to do a second look. And then we were joking about, should I release mine? I was joking, obviously no dog there. Should I release him? No, release him. No. And then I tell him, nah, my dog don't want that. None of that. You know, my dog doesn't want none of that. Then there's a person that came again and said, oh, the dog is thirsty. And that's why I say, yes, me too. There's people are always worried about the animal being thirsty, but they never say, oh, poor guy, you look thirsty. Never. I've never had the people saying that. I've had people offering my dogs some water, but never me. Here we are in a Mexican area, so you'll hear a little Mexican music around. But anyway, going back to the mouth part. Sorry about that. Again, this is unedited, and we are raw. We're trying to cross the street, so we already established the two types of biting. Oh great, he saw another dog. Come on, leave it. Leave it, both man. Let's go. So now, and I already explained the two types of biting, the two how the spring pull helps, and now I'm going to explain to you how it's very simple. And this type of thing, you should be giving these things to your dog as early as you can, as early as I would say as early as 5 weeks of age. Okay, 5, maybe wait 6 weeks, depending on how quickly the dogs develop. Obviously, the dog should be walking. The dog should be already at the end of the weaning period, meaning that you're removing the dog from a puppy from the titty of the mom. At this point, either they should be 100% just eating whatever dog food that you're giving them, or about to be removed from the mom's breast. Again, that's up to you. So here are the things that you can. I'm trying to navigate through all these people here. So, es un cachorrito.
No, ese sí está grande.
So anyway, so here are the things that I would recommend if you want your dogs to exercise, to enhance the mouth of the dog. 1, ears. Cow ear over pig ear, but obviously the pig ear if you don't have a cow ear. Raw. As close to chopping it off the head of the animal to the dog, okay? Try not to have them from some stores, like I guess some countries, they eat ear. I think mostly pig ear, but I'm not sure, maybe there's like cow ears. I don't know if they sell them, but I buy them. There's a video where I show them the ears. They have hair, they everything. They literally give it to me straight from chopping the dog's ear. I'm assuming the cow, or the ear of the cow, or the ear of the pig. The other thing, pig feet. Again, straight just from, go to a slaughterhouse and buy them. You just straight from just the slaughter, let them chop them right there, and you take them with hair and everything. All you're gonna need it to do is clean it. Now here we're gonna go, because we're here, I'm gonna interrupt so that you can show something here. There's some Mexican fry here or something.
Esa tarde recordamos a Sonido Mamora, Miguel Martínez. No se sabe esa tarde.
Toma.
Oye, Liber Sánchez.
me go over here. One second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. I'm just giving you some. I'm in the Mexican area here, so I don't know if there's something going on in Mexico, if there's a holiday in Mexico or what, or they're just hanging out. I don't know. But anyway, I hope you can hear me over this music. Trying to speak loud. So we talk about ears, cow and pig feet. Give it to them when they're as young as possible. This way, the dog, a puppy, will start learning how to more effectively get to eat the ear, get to eat the feet. It will learn that the front teeth, the flea biters. You're good, bro. You're good, bro. I won't pass through here like that. Don't worry about it. So anyway, doing this, you're not just helping to exercise to strengthen the dog's mouth. You're teaching him the dog how to bite, how to chew, so that it could be effective. Again, the front teeth, the tusk or the canines, tusk canine is the same thing, are to puncture, and the back teeth are for crunching. So the dog needs to learn that, and it will learn by grabbing and trying to eat that. It will learn that if he puts things in the bag, it will be more effective for that type of exercise, for that type of activity. So that if the dog was in the 1900s and in the time when things were legal, it would learn that it's more effective for a dog that bite instead of a shake. Although the shaking, a dog that knows how to bite and grabs it correctly, grabs a mouth full, so to speak, and it shakes, it is doing the crunching as well as the shake. There's dogs that don't shake, and they're all based on this. Okay, so those dogs, every dog is going to benefit from that. It also, what chewing on ears and chewing on feet does is it helps the dog produce chemicals in the brain that calm him down, that relaxes him. Let me go this way. There's a little dog over there. I really want him to stop being aggressive with little dogs. Don't like my dog being aggressive with all little dogs. I want them to be, my ideal dog would be a dog that knows when to act only when there's a dog, aggressive dog, and they're saying, oh, but what if you were in the 1900s? In the 1900s, and what if you were in the 1900s, the time then that dog fighting was legal, and that there's a scratch to win. Sometimes I'm not in agreement with that historical law, or rule rather, that rule, especially when scratching on a dead dog. That was a saying. Obviously a dog that's unconscious, or a dog is like on the floor, and they expect your dog to scratching on a dead dog. I don't see a purpose there. I don't see that. I really never saw that purpose. That would be something that I completely disagree. Because if naturally the dog is seeing, boom, the dog is on the floor, again going back to the 1900s, and unconscious or unable to move, the dog knows he won. That's it. Especially the dog, all the dog is showing no aggression. Your dog already won. So some people do some crazy training, not crazy, but training that I disagree with, that it teaches the dog to scratch on a dead dog. they will grab a dead dog. How you doing, bro? Come on, move. Sorry about that. I gotta get back in the day, and I know that there were some people that would hang a dead dog and then use that dead dog as the end of a spring pole, or we make the dog, your dog, go at it as if the dog was part of the spring pole, so that your dog get used to going after the dog even when it's dead. I'm completely in disagreement with that historical fact. You know, that part of history. I would not have done it if I was in that mentality out of the 1900s. You know, anybody living in a different time would think differently than they think today. If the cleanest person today lived in the 1700s, that person probably would have been washing themselves once a month. The cleanest person that probably today washes twice a day, because the culture was different, the mentality was different. So we have to understand that intelligent people, if we were put placed in a different time, different set of ethics, then we would think differently, we would act differently, we would feel differently about things. Whew. I'm going uphill here, so anyway, coming back to the mouth. The mouth is important, and just because it does shape the face better, giving them this type of things that I recommend will also, again, produce hormones, produce chemicals that will relax the dog, keep them calm, of happiness, of satisfaction, all the things that, you know, get him tired as well. You know, part of happy dog, tired dog is a happy dog. Well, there it is. Holy moly, it's 27 minutes. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. You guys, whoever does listen to the end of this video, I appreciate it. I know that I ramble on. I do love the breed. I enjoy it. Definitely not looking to make money out of it. I'm looking to make money for them. You know, you get me? For them, obviously for my family. But I'm not looking to make money out of it. I am looking to make better dogs, well-rounded dogs that conform to the breed standard. Anyway, this is Tony Montana signing off. Tired, papa. Well, I hate that kid. He's a freaking right on my. I cannot give him a picture, man. I can't. Say. Anyway, later.